Hi, I'm Chris Siegel, and today I'm going to show you how to take a signature from a piece of paper that you've scanned and turn it into a signature object that you can drop inside of a document in Microsoft Word or Excel. It'll go over top of the lines and look like you just signed it. So, assuming that you've already scanned it using your scanner, and you can just hit start and type scan. You could use Windows Fax and Scan to do that. But assuming you've got that file created, I'll show you how you turn that into a signature object. If you need help getting it scanned, make a comment in this video and I'll see what I can do to help you. But it should be pretty straightforward if you've got the right equipment and Windows. Alright, so first download Inkscape. So go ahead and go to your browser. I won't waste too much of your time with that, but just type Inkscape in your browser and it looks like this. You'll go to download current version. Choose the right kind of computer. For me, I'm using Windows. Mine's 64-bit, which if it's modern Windows PC, it'll be 64-bit. And then go ahead and download the MSI. It'll show up down here. You click it, and it'll install for you. Once it's installed, you can hit Start, type Ink. It'll show up here. Click Inkscape. Now I'm going to minimize this because there's actually another step that we want to do first. It's a program that comes with Windows called Paint. So right-click your document, open with, choose Paint, hold down Control and roll your mouse wheel down until you've zoomed it to a manageable level. And you're going to grab the Select tool and crop that. Make it a little bit less white space because it's harder to do it in Inkscape than it is in Paint. And then if it needs rotation, go ahead and rotate it depending on the position it was when you scanned it. I'm going to rotate mine right 90 degrees. And then I'm going to do File, Save. Alright, now let's go ahead and go back to Inkscape and just drag your signature in there and hit OK to accept the defaults. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do Path, Trace Bitmap, and change the brightness threshold to 0.88. That should do it. Make sure it's selected. If it's not, if you don't have the black arrows, click on it first. And then click OK. Alright. Now you can hit the X and hit this lock here. And then change this to inches. And type in 2 and press Enter. Go ahead and grab that larger one. You don't need that anymore. And hit Delete. Click on your signature, and you can zoom in by holding down Control and rolling the mouse wheel. Once it's selected with the black arrows around it, do Control-Shift-D, resize page to content. Just click that right there, and then click resize page to drawing or selection. And now this is your whole image. You can zoom in a bit if you'd like, but you don't have to. If you want to clean it up a little bit, there may be some little lines depending on what the paper looked like that you scanned it as. You could double click it. And then just kind of hold down the mouse button and kind of make squares, just select the little dots and hit delete, and you can delete out those pieces that don't look quite right, and then hit escape and then zoom back out by Control and rolling the mouse wheel down just so you can see where it's at. It just went red because I hovered over it. It's not actually red. It should be black and white now. File, save as, and you're going to save it as a EMF file. There are other choices that are pretty good too, but for this example, I think EMF works pretty good. It's an enhanced meta file. It's a type of vector-based image that resizes quite nicely and doesn't take up too much space. I'm just going to save it to my desktop as drawing. Accept the defaults. Okay. All right. So now we've got this drawing EMF file, and if I go to, for example, Microsoft Excel, and this is just a template from Microsoft, nothing too fancy here. If I go down to a signature field and do Insert, let's see, where's Pictures right here. Insert pictures from this device. I could choose Desktop, Drawing. And there's my signature. As you can see, the lines overlap. It looks pretty sweet. and you can resize it if you want. Let me show you how that would look in Word. I'm just going to open my Microsoft Word real quick. I'll just go to a blank document. But same thing would work here in the signature line. I'll just put a few characters to show you the kind of the overlap. I could go ahead and just drag it in here. If you drag it in, it might behave a little differently. So I'm gonna actually go insert. I mean, it should be the same, but insert pictures, this device, desktop. Oh, maybe it's the same, huh? And now, one thing here, you can right click and go to size and position, and make sure that lock aspect ratio is checked. Otherwise, when you resize it, it could get kind of skewed. But position, sometimes we could do stuff with that. But text wrapping, you can decide to put it in front of text. I think that might be required for it to kind of look the way it did in Excel. Anyways, you get the picture. You can get a pretty nice signature object here, and you can use this with macros and all sorts of stuff. So I guess that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for watching my video. Hopefully it helped you. Have a great day. Bye.